This video is about breathwork and my journey to finding breathwork. My name is Melanie and I'm a breathwork facilitator. My journey started probably like 13 years ago. I found an interest in psychology and I did a 4-year program essentially in psychotherapy. And there was a focus for these weekend workshops that I used to uh, help facilitate or assist at, where there was breath involved. It was cathartic breathing. And so that was probably like the first time where I saw breath being used in a therapeutic setting. And this was facilitated just once during the whole weekend. Like a lot of it was doing shadow work and family systems and that kind of stuff. But one part of the weekend was doing a breath work. So that's when I learned about cathartic breathing and kind of like these elements of it and how to facilitate that space. And of course, beforehand, I had done a lot of Kriya meditation and like just pranayama for yoga and that kind of stuff. So I had an interest in psychology, and then I was introduced to breathwork with that. Then later, after teaching some yoga and whatnot, I found the polyvagal theory, and I learned a lot about trauma. And then at that time, I decided that actually breathwork is not good because for a lot of people, especially if you have stress trauma, you end up sometimes just creating more, I'm going to say like stress or maybe more issues, or essentially it's just if your body's not able to process what comes up, then it has nowhere to go. And our nervous system, our autonomic nervous system, is so I don't say inconsistent, but every day is different, and how it what is the word I'm looking for? And how it will experience a situation will be different from time to time. And sometimes what happens is breathing can end up being a threat. So I kind of had decided that maybe facilitating breath work wasn't the best idea. Sorry about the sound. Hopefully I'll be able to cut most of it out. And then I kept learning. And so I learned about the brain, and now I'm a certified brain coach, and I'm finishing my certification to be a polyvagal, I don't say therapist, but a certified polyvagal practitioner. um, and so after doing more research, then what I realized is that breath work can be a great platform to learn and to teach people about stress and a stress response and your window of tolerance and all of those things. And so now the past, I would say, year and a half, I've been kind of joining everything I've learned to educate people using breath as the tool. Because this is what I also realize is that breath work can cause stress on the system, and that really depends on the kind of breath that is facilitated, how it's facilitated, like the focus and the emphasis on creating safety and having safety as the number one. And I will talk more about that in other videos. But now where I'm at with it is that breathwork is actually a great tool. There's a huge aspect of like co-regulation, people coming together, like, and having that tiny little bit of stress and good amount of stress, but beforehand educating people. And this is where I've shifted a lot of my practice as a facilitator is I am educating people about their physiology, about the breath, about things that may come up and how it feels in the body. And when you do feel something, what to do with it. So it's not just leaving people in the deep end. Otherwise, you're just breathing, I will say, for nothing in a way. So a lot of this work can only be powerful or as powerful as the student is educated on it. So yeah, I'm super fascinated and inspired. And yeah, I love learning about this stuff. It's been an ongoing journey for me for more than a decade. And more I learn about it, the more I learn about the brain and the nervous system and our physiology and threats and how it affects us, the more I want to share it with you. And so, yeah, this is kind of like somewhat of like an intro video. Please comment below if there's anything you would like me to talk about. I really want to make this somewhat like interactive or somewhat conducive to you, the viewer. So stick around, follow, share, and see you soon.